So there's really two aspects of the Microsoft Copilot that I wanted to show you today. The Copilot, which we call, the current web data. This is, again, the free version that's included with some of the Microsoft Office subscriptions. And then there is a paid version of the Copilot for Microsoft 365. We'll show just a little bit of that today. So I'm going to transition over to my demo. So as the screen updates in just a moment, what I'm showing you now is a Copilot website. So you can see here at the top, I'm at copilot.microsoft.com. So from here, I can utilize what are called prompts. This is prompting the system for some bit of information, whether it's a SWOT analysis on utilizing the best method for your project, or a few ways to beat procrastinating. So I can really type in anything I like here. The key thing to know is up in this right-hand corner, you can see it says I'm protected. So what does that mean? That means when I went to the site, I automatically got cookied in to my Microsoft Office 365 account. And because I did that, Microsoft is now protecting my data here. So I could write something like, what is the best report in Business Central for reviewing cost of goods sold? Right. So what it's going to do, that was a very simple request, a very simple prompt. I could have gave it more details, asked it to print it out in a certain way. But the nice thing is I didn't have to go search a bunch of websites and go look for this information on a browser, on a search engine. It is serving up the data to me, and that is the key. Now, if I wanted to, I could go quickly find out, hey, is the inventory and customer sales report the best? Well, it does look like it's got some details here about the report. And then, of course, as we talked about, I can go verify that data. A couple of other things that the Copilot is really good at. It's really good at planning, right? We recently had an event at the Microsoft office where we were talking about Copilot with some financial leaders. So I did a little test here because I do a lot of testing with Copilot, and I just asked it, hey, can you help me plan this event at the Microsoft office? We're going to have X number of people, and I don't plan these kind of things all the time. So what it came out with was a very defined plan, things that I may not think of for this type of event. So I did run this for the purposes of our demo earlier, but really within minutes, it gave me a step-by-step plan to go manage this event successfully. Now, again, I probably could have searched a bunch of websites and copied and pasted a bunch of stuff into a document, but instead it took me seconds to get a plan instead of hours. And that is really the key with Copilot. It saves you time, it saves you effort, and ultimately that is going to save your business money. So again, for the purposes of the demo, I did type in something here, but I want to let you see it live. So in this case, I put in here, we have a new managed service offering. So how do I get that information out to our customers, right? And this is actually a use case that we had internally. For those of you who work in marketing, right, there's the GDPR. And you can't necessarily email somebody because they've opted out of bulk emails. So in this case, it had to be a one-on-one email with our sales team and our customers. So we actually did this with one of our sales reps. So instead of spending 45 minutes creating an email, making sure it's all perfect, and then sending it out, we actually used the Copilot for this exercise, and we were literally done in 7 minutes. Right? We had a sample for that salesperson to work with. They could make a couple of changes, and they were on their way. To me, we saved 30 minutes on that particular aspect. So again, time savings is key. Now here, another really good feature within the Copilot is the ability to read documents. So in this case, I'm looking at a PDF. Of course, it's the benefits of Microsoft Copilot for Sales. But this may be a very long document, as you can see, 22 pages. What I can do is I can ask the Copilot to summarize it for me. And again, for the purposes of today, I did do that earlier. So what it did is it took out some of the key items from the document and just gave me a small summary. So again, another good time savings there. So what we showed you there was using the Copilot really through a browser at the copilot.microsoft.com. Now, again, you may have this feature already, depending on which Office 365 subscription you have. So I really just showed you this area here, the Copilot with the commercial data protection, and those were just simple web searches. But I do utilize the full version, and I use it daily. So I do recommend checking that out too. But again, we wanted to show you what's out of the box and free so you can get some value out of that.